and welcome back to the podcast. This is Esme speaking. I'm here with my co-host Marcus, and this is your first time tuning in. Welcome. We're talking everything around life, just lessons learned, our personal experiences, and just anything related to self-improvement and growth. So, if this is something that you're looking for or that you're working on yourself, make sure to hit the like button, the follow button, and subscribe so you don't miss out any further episodes. But let's get into today's episode, and it's going to be a short one. We wanted to talk about basically personal branding, being your authentic self on social media, and what all of that is going to bring all along the way. So Marcus and myself, we both work in corporate, and we both love social media because it gives us another community to reach people out there, to inspire people out there with everything that we do, with everything that we stand for, and basically with everything that we share in our own lives that we experience. So, what does it mean? Maybe let me start with a question. What does it mean for you to be your authentic self?
Yeah. Hey everybody, Marcus Wilson here. To me, just being your authentic self is literally just being you. Don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to mimic what somebody else that you see on TV or movies or entertainment or social media itself. And really, like the stuff that I've been through in my life, using as a testimony and speaking about that more helps me be my true authentic self on social media or wherever it is that I may be. So, literally just being you and how you were designed and everything that you've been through in life and just sharing your testimony with others.
Mhm. I love it. And how do you feel being on social media changed you in being your authentic self? Because that's also a topic, not everybody can show up as their true selves on social media because there are a lot of shy people out there, there are a
Yeah.
lot of people that, second guess themselves, especially when they're on social. Like, people are judging, people are watching. There are a lot of like coworkers maybe following you. So how did that change you?
Yeah, I was one of those people that was very shy. Everything that I used to post on social media when I first got on would just be pictures. I wouldn't do videos. I wouldn't be speaking like I am right now because I'm naturally shy. I'm naturally an introvert. So I've had to just learn to naturally grow out of that over the years. Like in the workplace, I can flip a switch and be perfectly fine and talk as much as I need to. But in my personal life, I would always hold stuff in because of what you said, scared about being judged about by other people, what other people may say, all those type of things. And really, it wasn't until probably last year, a couple years ago, to where I finally started making more videos and just sharing stuff about my life to where you find out more and more people want to hear more about it. They're interested about it and they love hearing people's stories. Like I have a clothing brand, and the first thing that I get asked about my clothing brand is what is the story behind the clothing brand? People can actually care less about the clothing. They want to hear the story. Once they hear the story, oh, I want a t-shirt, I want a hoodie, I want a hat. Like it just makes it that more authentic and easy to come out of your shell. And really also just practice, practice, practice. Like the more I do it now, making like daily videos, bringing a word, and bringing scripture, it just makes it easier doing it over and over again because you can watch yourself back, watch mistakes you made, get feedback from family members, friends, in a constructive way, and be able to implement that in the next video. And it just gains traction to where I was nervous doing it the first couple of videos, and now I can just hit the button and go live or make a video recording, whatever the case may be, and I'm not even thinking about it. Because at first I was like, all right, it feels like a million people are watching me, but there's no different from taking a selfie or just like turn on the camera yourself. It's just you. So
Absolutely.
I just had to get past that in my own head. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah. Firstly, I agree to your definition of, what it means to be your true authentic self. Just like, you don't have to act different just because it's social media, because people will notice. Like, just be yourself. People will see through your facade. Like, you don't have to act like somebody different. That's like one thing. So I really agree to the definition you shared earlier. And in terms of how it changed me, I mean, you just said a few things, and I really highly agree to them. The more you do it, the more you gain confidence. At first, it's like you have like little cringy moments because it's like, okay, you're sitting here in front of a screen and talking to your phone basically, or to your laptop, wherever you record yourself. But the more you do it, the more it just feels natural to do it. It's literally just like having a phone call with your best friend, or with, I don't know, whoever you want to talk to, your mom, your dad, your siblings. Yeah, so for me, it has definitely changed me in different ways, because the content that I put out there, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for you, with me getting the feedback and the community that I'm creating right now with the things that I share on a daily basis, it's just like so fulfilling, and it's just huge for me. I would have never thought, once I actually start putting myself out there more and posting more regularly on a daily basis, basically, whether that is on Instagram or on Threads or on TikTok or even on YouTube or Spotify now with this podcast. Um, I've realized that people actually do want to know. People want to know what I'm doing on a daily basis. People want to know like my experiences. People want to know, like, my emotions, the things that I'm dealing with, the things, or things, how I handle things basically.
Mhm.
And before that, I was always thinking, oh, who cares? I was second guessing myself. I would like prepare a post and I would be like, nah, scratch that. I would just delete the draft again. Even in the daily stories, I would be like, nah, nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares. But the more I started doing it, the more I got feedback, the more, even like people I wasn't talking to for years, they would just like they would hit me up, or they would react to my posts and stories and be like, "Oh yeah, I feel the same way, and I've been feeling this way." And I, for a long time, felt like, especially Instagram can be a scary place, because I'm pretty sure it's the same for you, that you have a lot of people following there, and it's a built up over years. So a lot of like colleagues, cousins, uncles, like everybody. So it can be a little scary, to get judged on there. But once you start being like more confident in what you're doing, what you're talking about, and just putting yourself out there and caring less, you know, because you're doing something for a certain reason. Like, I'm sure there's a good cause, or like a good reason as to why you put out the content that you're putting out. So for me, I just started caring less. I'm like, this is who I am. Either you want it, you accept it, or you can just hit that unfollow button. I don't have a problem at all with that. Like, literally, like, if you don't want to see what I'm talking about or what I'm sharing, then clearly you are not part of my community.
Yeah,
I'm not for you. And that's totally okay. You don't have to be for everybody. Like, be exclusive. So that's how I
absolutely.
feel.
Yeah. I think another main thing too is just being consistent with your content, because you got some people that got some great content, but they go a week without sharing, they go a month without, they go a couple months, and that's how I used to be, because I was so nervous about doing it. And then once I got in my routine, like I built that consistency to where now I upload a video on Threads every single morning, regardless of what day it is, regardless of what's going on, regardless if I'm working, if I'm off, whatever the case may be. I'm going to record a message that day. It may not come out at the same time every day, but there's going to be a video recording every single day. And it's built that consistency to where now, like, let's say I do go a day or two without recording, the people that are following me will be like, "Hey, where's the recording?" Because now they're used to it. So you built that
I love
following, you
it.
built that audience around you, and I get a lot of the same people commenting on my videos now every single day because of that consistency, and then also the storytelling aspect. Like, what story are you trying to tell, regardless of what subject that you're talking about, what topic that you're talking about? What story are you trying to tell? So for me, I'm just trying to bring the word every day on Threads and share my life story. So it makes it that much easier for me because I'm just talking about myself and inserting it into scriptures and stuff like that and bringing a real life scenario out of it to actually help people through it and not just making something up.
Hmm. Yeah. And I think that is what actually attracts people towards you
Mhm.
because like they see the added benefit like you're and they see this as a real life scenario or a real life case like you're sharing your personal experience or your personal opinion or thoughts on a certain topic or yeah, basically they see it's real. It's not made up. So I think that is key. The consistency plus being being the authenticity part basically and sharing something from your true real life. Um, I have also realized like these people are like it's real people, right? And they
Yeah.
truly connect with you. I made a like my birthday passed last week, right? So I made a post around that and I posted it on Instagram. Of course, all my friends and people that know me wish me happy birthday. And I posted it also, and that was actually by accident, but I didn't mind. I posted it also on Threads because I think I hit the button um to automatically post it on there. And I've started posting on Threads back in December and I was consistent every day. I've built a community of almost like 600 people so far within the last 3 months, which I'm super proud of. And I now see the fruits of that labor already because on that birthday post, people had already connected with me so far and they would truly wish me a happy birthday and it wasn't just like a dry happy birthday
Yeah.
message. It would be like happy birthday beautiful, happy birthday gorgeous, happy birthday you amazing soul or human being. Like I'm like wow, okay, these people truly connect with me. I would have never thought that if I would not have started being consistent and started being out there, putting myself out there and using like the platform on a daily basis. So I really
Yeah.
love that.
And
Yeah.
it's not even about just connecting with people locally. Like these are international platforms that we're using. So like I've connected with people all over the world just from a video that I made for 5 minutes from my kitchen, my living room, wherever I am, out in the car. And now I'm talking to several different organizations or ministry groups or people in Pakistan and Germany and Africa, like all different regions, just from a video that I made. And now, like
Absolutely.
building relationships with those people as well, and even had some video calls with a few of them as well, just to pray over certain ministry groups and all that type of stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of, having these platforms and being able to have such a huge and wide reach. Because it's not restricted to just one location. Even like look at us. Like I'm sitting here in Germany. It's like almost evening times, almost 5 o'clock out here. And you're sitting out in Texas, Dallas, and it's like morning time. So I just love this part about art, this part of social media that we get to connect, we get to share no matter where we're at in the world and
Yeah,
share a message, inspire people, help people, connect with people. Um so yeah, just I just love this journey that we're on currently.
yeah. I think what has made it a little easier to connect on my end as well is this when you said being authentic, like not being afraid to share the good stuff, but also share the bad stuff that you've been through and what
Mm,
you did to overcome
mm,
that stuff. Because
that's
like a lot of churches here in America, like the pastor, you would never think anything is wrong with them. They've never gone through anything. Like they present themselves in these perfect type of ways, and I'm like, I don't want to be like that if I become a pastor. So that's really what inspired me to start making a lot of videos, but sharing my life story and whatever topic that God has given me that day. I speak about that and then find whatever it is that in my life that relates to that, whether it was a good thing, a great thing, a bad thing, but what I did to overcome it. Any type of trauma that I dealt with in the past that I've overcome now, all that type of stuff. And in a sense, it's not just therapy for other people; it can be therapy for yourself without even knowing it, by getting that stuff out. because the more you release into the atmosphere, the less the devil can hold against you at the end of the day. So
Absolutely.
just getting that out there.
Yeah, very true. And I agree. I agree. A lot of times, like, people can get overwhelmed on social media, and I
Mm.
understand because they always see the positive, the positive. Everybody's just showing themselves from their best sides. But I think key is really to also share the hard moments, share the struggles, share the big lessons learned, like why you are where you're at right now, and that it wasn't always easy. And just like how you just mentioned, your hardships that you like to share, and like for me, it's also I have like a lot of for me, it's like I have a lot of thoughts throughout the day that I use social media to brain dump literally. I Whenever I have thoughts, I just like grab my camera. Even I might take some notes before, of course, so I can use that for content later on. But it's the best thing to do is just to hop on your phone, like pull up your camera and just speak because that's when like the true emotions come out. And definitely speaking on like the hardships and the ups and downs in life, and yeah, just like how I'm also doing, just like how you're doing with your videos on a daily basis, I'm doing the same on the different platforms to speak about self-improvement. What have I done in the past to improve myself in different ways, whether it's in my professional life at corporate, or it's in other areas like my fitness journey, or just overall becoming a better person, like mentally, spiritually, and also physically, on a daily basis. And there's always a lot of lessons learned. Like people go through things. People go through things all the time, and usually it's no different than what you and me are going through. And
Yeah.
it feels good to hear somebody else's perspective on the same topic, or just that others are sharing the same pain sometimes, because it makes you feel less lonely. And yeah, that's just the power of social media that I like. So I'm trying to really view it as a positive thing. Like I'm trying to see the positives in here, because if you want to focus on the negative, you can do that all day. You'll find negatives everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's really like seeing the glass half full always.
Yeah.
And
And,
that's what
and you
we're
said
speaking.
something. Yeah, absolutely. Now you said something I liked about feeling lonely and all that type of stuff. Like that right there was one of the main reasons why I didn't speak up in the past, because you think that you're the only person going through whatever it is that you may be going through. And then once you finally build up the courage to speak about it and the confidence to speak about it, you find out that so many other people are dealing with the exact same thing. And it actually helps them to where in the moment it just feels like you're the only person on earth that was dealing with it. But we got 9 billion people. We're all gonna deal with the same stuff and overlapping stuff at the end of the day. Just like if people go to AA meetings and all that type of stuff, like you're gonna be around a group of people that are dealing with the same stuff. But a lot of us hold stuff in thinking that we're the only person going through whatever it is that you may be going through at that point in time in life. And the enemy just wants to hold you in bondage and wants you to make you think that you're the only person dealing with that, when in reality, all of us deal with stuff. Life is not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's never going to be easy. But the stuff that we go through and the stuff that we learn from is what shapes and molds us at the end of the day and builds that true character in a person. And that goes along with like how you brand yourself as well. Like we talk about personal and professional branding and all that stuff. Like everything that we have been through helps shapes and molds us. When you talked about spiritual health and physical health, mental, emotional, like all that stuff, you talk about fitness, like how you look is part of your brand. How you dress is part of your brand. How you talk is part of your brand. How you present yourself is all part of your brand, whether it's on social media, at work, with friends, out in life, like wherever it is that you are, that is your brand, that is your reputation. Like if a person comes to work, we don't have a dress code in our office. We got people that wear some crazy stuff in our office every single day, and that is their brand. Even though we don't have a
Absolutely.
dress code, people are still looking at you. Why would I hire you when you come to work in pajamas?
Mm,
When you got hats
mm,
on, wearing hoodies,
mm,
yoga pants, all types of crazy stuff.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
people just
I
gotta
agree.
keep that in their mind.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. At the end of the day, you are your brand. You are the brand, basically.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just pay attention to how you present yourself, how you put yourself out there. People watch and people watch closely. Like you wouldn't even realize how closely people are watching you. Like even me, I would be surprised sometimes. At work, like the little things that people would catch about me or even like about my appearance in a good way though, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Oh, you noticed that? Okay, I see you. Thank you." So yeah, people do pay attention.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Um, so at the end of the day, everything that you do, everything that you stand for is your brand. And choose your words wisely. I also want to put that out there, like the way you speak and articulate yourself, the way you carry yourself, all of that. But I think it's really important to also pay attention to how you speak to people and how you make them feel, because remember, people will remember how you made them feel at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Not what you did for them or bad or good things that you did, but like how you made them feel.
Yeah. The biggest lie ever told to us as a kid was the whole phrase, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Words cut deep.
Absolutely.
Words cut deep. Like, I can trip and fall, scrape my elbow, it's gonna heal or get a scab or whatever, get a scar. But people will hold on to something that you said 30 years ago, and you have no friendship with this person over one thing that was said. So words can cut deep. So that's why we gotta speak life over people and to people, not death, each and every day,
Exactly.
and watch what we say.
Yeah, that is very true. Okay, I think with this being said, that was a perfect closing to this podcast. Thank you for joining me again today.
Appreciate it.
I really, really love the things that we put out there to inspire others, and also this makes us grow as human beings as well. And yeah, if you guys liked what we spoke about today, leave a comment, give us some feedback, also things that you would like to hear in the future, and we will be back soon. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye.